Hello viewers, I got another reaction video for all the gaming press conference stuff going on today. It's the Xbox Bethesda showcase. And now I'm gonna sit down, sit back, sit up, sit forward, sit wherever, and just start watching. I'm gonna just jump right in and let's get it going. And are they gonna talk? Nope, we're going right into it. Arcane Austin. Why do I know that? Is that
Rumor has it something's off at the church. There's blood in the baptismal font.
Arcane. Why do I know that developer? What did they do? That's the Deathloop group, right? Deathloop, Prey? That is. No surprise it's FPS.
Don't stress, Layla.
There was a number of cool things they showed off at the other summer Game Pass thing that they had last week. I don't remember. It was cool to see Callisto Protocol gameplay. Although I mean that game really screams Dead Space, which is I think is a good and a bad thing. But since we haven't had a really killer Dead Space game, I think it's great to have that return. And we've got stealthy, crazy stuff. Oh, and a floating person. How are you surprised? Didn't you see them floating there?
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
I don't have the subtitles on. I hope that's not an issue for you all. So we're definitely... Oh. Are they all different faces? Yeah, that looks definitely different. They got stuck, didn't they? So, I'd kiss your ass goodbye. Oh.
Come on, let's find the others and beat feet.
You know, Redfall used to look like it was straight out of a postcard.
Redfall.
Picturesque island off the coast of Massachusetts. The bustling historic downtown. The seafront district. And the old lighthouse.
Oh, that was cool. The eclipse.
Something happened. People started
Cue
vanishing.
music.
Those who didn't,
So hopefully not licensed music.
fast forward,
It's
basically everyone's either a vampire,
still
a cultist trying to become a vampire, or dead. And these
interesting.
aren't just trashy
A
movie
bit.
vampires. These
I mean-
monsters blocked out the sun and pushed back all the water. Totally cut us off from the outside.
Push back the sun and the
Admit,
water.
though, if I have to be stuck on an island full of vampires,
It looks
who
definitely
else
like a
would
co-op game.
Feelings mutual, I guess.
Aw, thanks, Jacob. We've also got Remy, our engineer genius, and her little robot buddy. She means you, reborn. Who's a good robot? Who's the best
Engineers.
robot? And our resident
So is it-
expert on all things creepy.
I prefer the term cryptozoologist, but to each their own.
Cryptozoologist?
Yours truly. I have these weird powers.
We've been digging for answers but haven't found much beyond blood and death. Luckily, the vampires and their sycophants aren't discreet about where they like to nest. I'd bet the answers we need are inside those tourist traps turned fortresses.
This twig is breaking through the leg of the...
Spotted some bloodsuckers and their fan club
Table
in the
leg there.
festival grounds. Let's start there. Ghosting out.
Interesting, they're kind of floating. Whee! Over the ledge you go.
Could go straight at him or just slip past.
Let's just get this done. On my mark.
So absolutely a co-op game, but it looks like it's co-op to the point. Ooh.
You know we're here. Look alive.
Look alive.
Going up.
Huh. It didn't ash them, but it looked like they went into some sort of mode.
My cryptid hunter's intuition tells me there's a nest nearby. Your what?
Jeff, that's not a thing.
Found something. Oh, now I simply must go in there.
What is that? Where does it go?
Oh, that's
Some
interesting.
kind of collective
It's like
consciousness.
the Upside Down.
There's the movie theater.
The same area, but
All
twisted.
the time. Why'd they have to mess this up for me?
I don't know if I like the quips that they're all saying. I'm not sure. Stay alone or squad up. I mean, I like that it's co-op. That's pretty cool. As long as they don't introduce some sort of odd multiplayer mechanic in there. And we got some stuff like that. That's cool. Skill trees are fun. Redfall. Yeah, it is Redfall. Next year. Xbox consoles. So that's definitely a Bethesda title. If it was Arcane. There's Silksong. I was surprised this wasn't announced the other day. I don't know if I can go through another Hollow Knight type game again. But, I mean, you can't deny the art style. It's basically like a 2D Dark Souls. I don't remember if this was a sequel or a prequel. Oh, dear God. That looked like Ori, taking a page out of Ori on that. Oh my God. I don't think it said exclusive, so that's definitely going to be coming to other consoles. Great that it seems that we got more info on it, because that's been quiet for so long. I'll play it eventually, I think.
Selling humans is drugs. You're the only one that can stop them. You realize we're gonna have to take out the entire alien drug cartel.
Can't say I've watched either of those, but I know Rick and Morty, and
Everybody lives in space.
this is
including
quirky.
you. All right, you're a bounty hunter now. You gotta help me rescue my friends. They're Gatlians, just like me.
Gatlian? Oh, they're guns. So they're different guns.
Why are you so tight? How about a little dinner first and some bubble bath maybe first? Look at us, blasting away!
Oh yeah, that's one of my children. They die fast. Don't worry, it's easy to make more.
There's almost a hint of Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath with a little bit.
More, I need more stabbing.
That was pulled the eye out. Or it seems like this is the guns and not so much the ammo.
Everyone, fight each other!
Oh. That's very weird. High on life.
Well, now I can.
See if I can move forward and not knock the mic over. Are we gonna have this after almost everyone play it day one? Riot Games. I mean, I haven't played any of them, but the Arcane show on Netflix was amazing. That was just freaking off the charts. That was fantastic. And I liked a lot of the League of Legends trailers they release every year. They've been spot on. So the fact of what they did with that show was really impressive. Not surprised they highlight Jinx. right off the bat because of this show. I mean, they have different versions. There's Wild Rift, the mobile game, and just Standard League is the console. Not the console, but just their main PC game. I don't know. I mean, Runeterra, that I believe. Oh, it's a card game, so yeah. Runeterra is, I believe, the whole world of League. So that'll be. It's cool that they have that coming out on all these consoles. That's nice. Oh, it's warm in here. I lowered the AC drastically. Why is it so? Oh, why it's so hot in here? I'm gonna have to. I still have AC issues downstairs, so my portable AC unit is not up here. Oh, and the FPS. Ugh. Yeah, I know. I'm sure that'll tune a lot of you people out every time I turn my nose up at an FPS. There's been some that have been like spot on awesome over the years. Not too many, but the games that really make the right use of first person to where, yeah, there's one of the League trailers, that where you really feel you're in the helmet or in the eyes. I haven't played too much, but Mirror's Edge is one, but Republic Commando and Metroid Prime are like the top examples of like an FPS that makes you feel like you're in the helmet, and it makes the perspective make sense.
For Hugo.
Okay.
He's not dead yet.
Oh, see, here we go. Third person. We're up one. Oh, we're gonna see that Wu. Oh no, it's not Wu King. The Monkey King game.
And it can change everything.
Turn this up a little bit. Oh, that's kind of like some good gunk and mud going on there. Is this Plague Tale maybe?
Killing soldiers. No more killing us.
I haven't played that first one. But I'm pretty sure it had like the ability to control rats and such. Been murdered. Does the camera like get locked in perspective? Get in the tall grass. At least like she's properly hidden in that one.
Amicia, don't. I'm tired of being afraid. I'll show them that it's over.
Finally.
That it's over. Oh my gosh, that guy was huge.
Nothing to be scared of. No. You are not them. What is wrong with me? Hugo. Amicia! Do it. Quick.
Yeah, it's the Plague Tale Requiem. Oh, that's cool. I've heard of Plague Tale. I should look into that. It was pretty good. And the music was good. I like the music in that. I don't know if that was game or like just trailer music, but I've listened to the first game soundtrack. Porsche! There's Forza Motorsport. Alright, come on. And then BMW. Be the... Oh, there's an NSX. These are all IMSA cars and wet cars and Laguna Seca. Not sure. That said Maple Leaf. I hope this is like infinitely better than Gran Turismo. Forza's been my racing game of choice. I mean, that's Laguna Seca again. Corvette, yeah, look at that. That is IMSA WeatherTech Racing. Nice, get that branding. Look at that. There's the prototype. That Acura prototype is like 2 or 3 years old now, and I wonder if they're gonna have the new LMDH cars next year. I wonder if they'll be ready. I mean, even that Porsche design And that NSX, they're all like I think the Porsche is like also about 2 years. The Porsches are out. GTLM class doesn't exist anymore.
Forza Motorsport
You couldn't tell.
is back.
I like my
I'm
sports
Daniel
car
Gould,
racing.
GM of
Welcome to Maple Valley.
Maple
This
Valley.
track has been a fan favorite since the original Motorsport launch.
Look at, I
back
mean,
in
that is
2005.
impressive though. I mean, look at the water
For
flowing
the
and
first time in Forza
it
Motorsport,
rippling around the
fully dynamic
rocks,
time
the
of day
leaves falling
brings
off the
Maple Valley to
trees.
life in stunning detail. What you are seeing is an in-engine gameplay demo presented using a single camera with no cuts. Let's jump in with the M8.
There's the M8. Sounds freaking crazy. I want to see some smoke block the view with the smoke. Some sparks. Looking.
We've completely overhauled the driving experience.
I want to see how alive the world is, because that's always been my biggest complaint with racing games the past few years. The tracks are just dead. They're not that exciting. I mean, they get these random things that move, like the birds or fireworks, which are Rolex 24 have been wrong. Look at how it look like some of the cones are different.
Procedural generation techniques bring a new level of realism to the track.
There's an accurate DPI there.
Here you can see the beautiful fall colors of Maple Valley. The grass, rocks, 3D vegetation, skies and clouds, they all demonstrate a generational leap in beauty and detail.
But are the 3D clouds like procedurally generated, like real stuff?
Let's advance time again.
See,
You are looking at our all-new dynamic time of day.
which is that's really cool. I like the
This is a
clouds
fundamental
changing.
system to the new Forza Motorsport.
But this is proving my issue.
On every track. These new simulation details add further depth, drama, and dynamics to the racing experience.
You see what I mean? Lifeless. Did you notice how this just
In
repeated?
addition to our dynamic time of day, Forward Plus lighting and physically based lights come together to deepen the realism and immersion in the world.
It makes the tracks look real. It doesn't make them look
Also
alive.
change ambient temperatures, which affect track surface temps.
That's cool.
Grip is also affected by these track temp changes, rubbering in, and of course, weather. Let's head to the pits. We've added features that players have been asking for. Tire and fuel management, multiple tire compounds, and new depth.
Oh, that is oh, WEC. I think it's a WEC car.
Paired with ray tracing, bring out incredible detail in the gold heat wrap, anodized aluminum.
Cars that run the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
Engine bays with their complex self-reflection is a place where ray tracing really shines.
Some people might really dig that stuff. I don't care. I don't care about all that pretty blah, 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 blah. Oh!
In Forza
There we go.
Motorsport, car damage
Audi
is
doesn't race
reproduced
anymore.
Down to the individual scratches on the bodywork. You can see here some of the new details. In
Conti has not
the
been a
directionality
tire
of damage,
manufacturer
how the
on
paint peels
IMSA
away
for
at
many a year
exposed
now.
and raised edges, in the wheel abrasions, and even in the dirt buildup.
Poor Lambo.
Using
Those
the
cars sound
power of the
amazing
Xbox
though.
Series X and S consoles,
GTR.
ray tracing makes everything feel more connected.
Sure.
Cars reflecting onto other cars. Cars reflect in their own mirrors, bodywork, brake rotors, and wings.
Broders.
Things just feel more natural, more
It-
real.
Yeah, because when we're going like 150 plus miles an hour, we're gonna notice reflections on
We
a
believe
fucking
that
brake.
The accuracy of our overhauled physics, the beauty of our cars and tracks, our new dynamic time of day, advanced car damage, and real-time ray tracing on track lead to a generational leap in immersion. This is the all-new Forza Motorsport.
It's not numbered. It's just Forza Motorsport. I mean, it looks fantastic. It really does. I hope, you know, the gameplay is solid, and I had issues with the, I think 6, that the force feedback in my steering wheel was kind of crappy, and it was like too strict. I didn't care for it. It was almost like harder to drive, where when I went to iRacing, the force feedback felt much more realistic and responsive. But in Forza, it was like 100% all the time, didn't matter what you were doing. And I hope that wheel still works on my, when I get a new Xbox. But I guess this is Flight Sim. It could be fun at some point, I suppose. Basically, Forza Motorsport in the air, but could say it's the other way around, right? It looks amazing. I bet you that's like gotta be a high-end PC versus an Xbox. Helicopter! I like helicopters over planes. Chop off their heads with the blades. 40th anniversary. It's a long-running series. Well, good on them for keeping it going. And I know the last one has been like very highly regarded. Is it worth? Post in the comments if it's worth playing on a console with a controller. Oh, it is a Halo. I always thought how funny Halo would be with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Get to the Pelican! Everybody! The Covenant is here! Ooh, we're gonna get space added to it? Free add-on available today. Oh, good on you, good on you players. Freebies are always welcome. Do they already have space in that game? Can you go up into the space shuttle? Blizzard, Overwatch 2, right? Yep.
Which one's your favorite? Mine's Tracer.
Tracer.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
That looks like Overwatch. No, the texture work in him is definitely 2. Winston. The new character. I forgot her name. I had fun with Overwatch for a good long while. And I was never that great, but a bunch of us had fun. But a lot of the recent, like the last year of changes haven't been very happy with it. This October, is the multiplayer coming out this October?
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
Free to play? Draw! Ah, yippee-ki. Lucio! Jennifer Hale. So happy when I heard her as Ash. Get in there. You're already. I want to platinum this game. Diva almost looked a little older, but this game had so much great story and lore behind it. It's a shame it was multiplayer only.
Surprise! You'll like this one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, we already saw her. So she's a part of the Junkrat Roadhog crew, huh?
Ever made it to the reckoning before? But here I am. A free-for-all with Zero rules.
Geiger? Ah!
And the
Survivor?
gets the throne.
Junker King.
King Howl has never lost. Not in 13 years of rule. Not until today.
Sounds like I think he's the same voice actor that voices Hondo in Clone Wars. I can't remember his name.
Did you really think this would be a fair fight?
So we're probably gonna get like a full-on story trailer maybe with her. That'd be cool. See you on October 4th. So Overwatch 2 multiplayer only comes out free to play on October 4th. What about the single player one? I thought I remember that was getting pushed, but I don't know. I'll go back and check it out. I'm a little worried about how they're going to monetize that game, though.
History is filled with moments of
Oh,
greatness.
I love this actress.
Some well known, some lost to time.
Avra Savalan, The Expanse.
History that
It was
could have been.
fucking amazing in that TV series. Shreya?
Reshape the world.
I know her name.
Stories would you tell?
Turn-based game, this said.
And when your people speak, would you listen?
If she was telling me, I would absolutely listen. Hey, look, my Norton is doing stuff. It'll pop up again. Is this like Civilization?
History is filled with moments of greatness. But these will be yours.
It's your world now. Ara. History Untold. Interesting. Yeah, Shreya. Shreya is great. Ooh.
For generations, the Breton elite have lived in safety and comfort. But now,
Sorry, eating my Milanos.
glow beneath the pomp and circumstance,
I've played Elder Scrolls Online a little bit.
and whispers of a sinister plot
I like-
stoke the flames of war.
I like it, but I think I just got tired of MMOs or something or another. Because even Guild Wars 2,
Of the conflagration
it's terrible. I haven't finished
sits the ascendant
End of Dragons. It's nothing. It's not a negative on the game. I know it sounds like it is, but it's not. It's just
legacy of the
similar with when I was playing this. It just
protected.
I started playing it last year. They had a great sale, so I picked it up like up through like Morrowind or the one after Morrowind.
Fallout
And
25 this year.
it just I played for a while. I was all like, yeah, this is great, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, I had my fill.
Appalachia for the first time.
I really want to finish Guild Wars 2 though, because
Location. Expeditions the Pit is coming.
it is really a Guild Wars 2 is fantastic, but the expansion I really was enjoying it. I just was getting pulled over by like God of War and other things. Fallout 76, never played it.
Join us at the pit. Your arrival's the first good news we've had in a while. It might not look like much. This place is our home, and together we can take it back from these rad-worshipping fanatics.
When you're alone and life
Uh-oh.
is making you lonely.
Licensed songs, no! So how much of this game have they given like really storylines and NPCs and such to? I know they added NPCs, but have they really added like quest lines and such, or is it still kind of that still very much MMO like, where you just run around, find people, and you more or less just kind of you run around killing other enemies with people and maybe fighting other players? But Yeah, I like the concept of Fallout is really cool. I never played the originals, the first two. I started on 3, played the ever living piss out of it when I got the Game of the Year edition with all the DLCs, and it was great until the last 2 DLCs I played. Game Studios presents. Bet you we're gonna get a Gears of War thing. Isn't this out already? Or is it getting like a 4K upgrade? Camaro. Hey, that's a drag racing Camaro. Oh. Is this a Hot Wheels thing? Where do they get all these various covers? Crazy. Consider the streamers, guys. Consider the streamers. But if I have to mute the audio for it, I'll have to mute the audio. I'm sorry, guys. This has got to be like a Hot Wheels thing. Look at all these. That's freaking crazy. Can you make these tracks? Because that would be fun. That could be a lot of fun. Make up your own track like Trackmania on PC. Yep, there it is, Hot Wheels. Does the does the game physics allow for that kind of stuff, or is this like a complete like revamping of the game's physics to allow the loops and stuff?
My dad tells stories of a terrible war that happened across the sky. Heroes fought and died to give us a chance to start over. Hi-fi.
I'm interested.
All that I know from their Earth are the creatures they sent along with us.
I mean, that's a dodo. Okay, that's a dinosaur.
And here on Arad,
Raptor.
every day is a fight to survive.
On a rod.
But if anyone can tame this new world, we can.
It's Turok. Oh God, Vin Diesel. Oh, it's the new Ark game. I haven't played those. Ark 2. Thought that was a multiplayer game though. Or like a PvPvE type thing. Console launch exclusive. Oh, another licensed song, Kepler. Oh, this is Alien. Or very HR Giger-like. Yeah, that's definitely Giger, right? Jesus. But you see, that kind of stuff helps in first person. You know, when you look down, you see your whole body. It just gets old. See, the hand came in. This is disturbing. I love it, but oh my God, it's creepy. Oh my giddy aunt. Scorn. I think I'm more interested in that and then Callisto Project Protocol. Giger's art is so disturbingly fantastic.
Gods first emerged from the great below. We saw them as saviors. Instead, they unleashed a pestilence.
Ooh, that's cool. I like that city in the background.
No one yet knows if you can kill a god. I, for one, intend to find out.
Do you know? That's a cool critter. Third-person action adventure game, like Dark Souls, God of War stuff. Did you see how the armor plates in its chest sifted around a bit. So the pet is always with you and helps you. Oh, she had a gun she whipped out. Oh yeah. That was a really cool aspect of Greedfall. You had the melee as long as the pistol. That's cool. I think that was unraveling on the table earlier. This open world, I guess. Birds. That was weird. It looks a little janky, but it could still be very early. You know, like it's got a good budget, but not as high a budget as others, which isn't bad. Oh, look how it broke. Oh, and it came back together. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. Early next year. That's something I'll keep an eye on. Oh, my dog kind of does that. After he's done eating, he'll goes to his blanket and he kind of just wipes his face on it, and then he starts rolling, flopping all around. Sometimes he makes those like noises. It's really funny. And he gets upset when his blanket's not laid out for him to do that. He looks at you with a sad face. Mojang Studios. Or Mojang. A new game. Undertale 2. Oh, from the creators of Minecraft.
Legends hold great power.
Just looks like Minecraft.
They are the dreams we weave into our shared story. Some legends
I chose not to get into Minecraft to have time to do other projects, because that was why I never finished Morrowind. Started screwing around in the editor and lost interest in the game. And I mean, I loved it. I loved Morrowind, and I've got the anniversary set on PC. Where I had already had Morrowind a long time ago when it first came out, and but more recently, my wife and daughter gave me the anniversary box set a couple years ago for PC, which had all of the Elder Scrolls games up to that point. And I haven't gotten to it because I'm just like, I immediately started saying, oh, okay, I did push through and beat the main story in Morrowind. I want to go in and do the expansions. Oh no, so it's not quite Minecraft. It looks cel-shaded Minecraft. And then I started looking for mods for Oblivion. I'm like, all right, I'm already down like a rabbit hole. A new action strategy game. Well, good for those who are into Minecraft. Continually getting content. Excellent. I'm glad you guys are getting that extra content. And now that I haven't been doing things again, Norton's like, hey, we're going to be doing stuff. Go away, Norton.
I remember when you first arrived.
Hip.
You
Chiana?
made quite the entrance.
That sounds like Jennifer Hale again. Are you propositioning us?
New life for yourself.
He's got a car piece for a crotch. It is Space Farmville. It might not be Jennifer Hale.
I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this
I was just about to say, co-op?
together.
Lightyear Frontier. Not my kind of thing. I mean, I like certain simulation games. Stellaris is fantastic, and like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I haven't played the Jurassic Park Evolution games, but that would be one. Those are the kind of sims I like. And it's first person. Of course it is. Roguelite action. Oh. When you die, you get kicked back a million years. Oh, Disney! Ah. It's a bit... I don't know, it's weird. The cell shading outline is really strong, and it's almost seems to clash. Like when you see that, it doesn't exactly mesh well. A little weird. Ping! Play with Game Pass, naturally. We've got the Rogue One. Didn't know all those old cars can move that fast.
Hello? Anyone here?
Hello. Goodbye, plot twist. Ah. Oh, okay. All right. Side scroller. Down for side scrollers.
That's him. My father. I can guide you through his memories.
Oh, that's cool. Ha! Ah, look at that double jump.
It is good to see you, you old devil.
Uh-oh. The last case of Benedict. I'll keep my eye on that. Absolutely. That was a really cool looking side scroller. Metroidvania, without a doubt.
For most people, Turok is just a pit stop.
Wasn't taking the scenic route your idea?
Is a very interesting way of telling a story.
But for us,
so is it like
there's enough cash in that safe to put the last few weeks behind
a
us?
bit like Detroit? Maybe? The Quantum Dream games?
You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. We've been in the wrong place forever.
Sometimes doing the right thing is doing the wrong thing.
Got eyes on two hostages.
None of us escaped that night.
It's okay.
Even those of us who made it out alive.
Stop! Why are you following me?
I mean, that's really cool, but I don't know if I could... How long I could
But they all lead back to Turok.
sit through it in that style.
Hey there.
Evening. Hey, Sam.
Say, you haven't seen three fellas in a blue pickup, have you?
Nope. Been here all day.
How you liking the desert dream?
Oh, can't complain.
Can I ask what brings you to Turok?
Oh, another. Dusk Falls. Experience solo or multiplayer? How? Is it that you swap controllers? Because I saw a group playing The Quarry the other day, and it's like you swap controllers with another player when it changes characters. I guess that's how that works. Your blade thirsts for battle. Another online game. Action Battle Royale. Naraka? But at once? I suck at multiplayer games. I mean, you can see how crappy I am with God of War, so it's like you can imagine how terrible I am in these kind of games. Honestly, it reminds me a bit of it has a certain flair of Guild Wars 2 to its visuals. Even more so after End of Dragons. I mean, this is definitely a proper hack and slash. Whereas Guild Wars is not completely that. Battle with friends across console. New campaign mode. Interesting. Seeing this from it kind of makes me think, oh god, that's right around the corner. That we haven't seen a proper Soul Calibur in a couple years, so I just wonder if there's a new one of those being in the works. Could be fun. But I don't know if they'd pull off the well, this first party is Microsoft Game Studios. Ha! Look at this. Her name was Ursula. This looks like a Devolver game that they showed off. What was it, Card Shark? Obviously a very different game, but like its art style and its animation. Oh, that was interesting. What's going on here? It's dead. Shot me directly in the buttocks. Enough! A narrative adventure most unexpected. Ha! Obsidian. Should have a really, really well written story then. Oh, look at that codex thing. Pentiment. The shear. Look at the dude's head, is all smoky. Ah. Oh, another first party.
Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky fruit flavor? Introducing
What the hell is it? Look at the bug.
Special breaking report. More local teenagers have gone missing. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of
Almost looks cartoony a little bit. Another Obsidian title. They've been getting a lot. They've got a number of things. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Hello, micro friends. Great news! Virgil knows you might be a little homesick, but that can be repaired. First, you will need to survive the yard. Against terrifying insects and treacherous wastelands. Unfortunately, my memory chip is a little rust.
Reminds me of an 80s toy robot you could buy.
We can unravel why you are here. Or someone or something terminates your tiny existence.
game preview. What? I'm slow. Play the full game. Access the whole yard. Clever crafts. And now, the full story. Oh, is this already out then? Go big or never go home. Grounded. Oh, okay, so maybe aspects of it are currently out now, and the full game is in September? World premiere! Sorry, I keep looking over at my right screen, just making sure all is working.
Helios. They search for someone who does not exist. The Shadow.
Shadow.
The forgotten child of a scattered race. Lost until now.
This is like an isometric game.
The Ereba. Now they have awakened me. But I am not their hope. I am their reckoning.
No. Like the rendering style of it reminds me a little bit of that roller drone game.
Not drag me into their
Aaron. But the light is a lie, just like the cake. Next year. Could be fun. I mean, I'd almost have to see a little bit more. I wonder if it's a bit more like Tenchu. Is it Tenchu back in the day? Wow. Doesn't that look peachy?
I speak now to those who heed a darker call.
Well, hello.
Those bold enough to cross the line of sin for deeper knowledge, who follow an unquenchable yearning, born of blood and bone.
This Dragon Age, maybe. It dealt with wolves.
Unlock the forbidden secrets and foulest black rituals, calling forth life from death.
Or the new, that other Obsidian game that's in production. Wait. Why? You resurrected him to take his head.
To truly embrace this power, you must take it into the world. You will be shunned, scorned, marked as a living sacrifice to this profane knowledge. You will be a priest of Rathma, a necromancer.
That's usually what happens when you revive dead things.
You will not confront the darkness alone. We are the speakers of the dead.
Huh?
And the dead have no mercy.
It almost sounds like Bill Nighy, but I don't think it's him. Oh, it's Diablo. 4. Diablo 4. Oh, so this was a new character introduction. Class. But wasn't Necromancer in Diablo 3? Like,
I'm very excited to announce our fifth
didn't they
and
introduce
final
that?
class.
And the
who joins the other iconic classes.
I forgot what the expansion thing was called, but I don't know. Getting gameplay, real gameplay. Other than a trailer thing, I
Diablo
guess.
4 is the next generation of action RPG, melding monster slaying and loot collecting with a fully realized open world.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's gory and unnerving. It's creepy.
I played Diablo 3.
Diablo 4 is all about players.
It was alright.
It takes all of the pillars of a Diablo game and just expands them with all of the new features that people really love and appreciate in modern games.
Although, after what they've been doing with Diablo Immortal, they're gonna they might have a pretty high.
It's important to include robust character customization because then I can play the fantasy that I want to play.
Do we get like interactive cutscenes where we're getting close to our character?
As well.
Everything feels very powerful and fun.
That's a cool helmet. I like that you can jump between levels.
One of the really cool things about having an open world is your journey that you take throughout Diablo 4 is your own. There's no linear path that you have to follow.
We've got almost 150 dungeons in the game.
There's all kinds of surprises as you're exploring.
Strongholds are an enemy territory.
Oh, look at that water. I mean, it looks kind of the textures look good, but it moved a bit weird. It could look more like gel.
A friendly town.
Sometimes it's a new town, sometimes it's a new dungeon. There's a whole bunch of rewards that you get, and you have a real impact on the world as a result.
No, you can't leave us here. They might come back any moment.
Local events are
then you die.
segments that happen within the open world.
You'll just be running through the world and then a local event will pop up and you can choose to participate in it or get a group together and just wail on these like giant world bosses.
What, like, I don't know, Guild Wars 2?
These are events that take a lot of people and you really have to work together.
Yeah, it's called a group event.
Being able to see all the players on your screen, collaborating, trying to take this big monster down, it's epic.
I mean, can you just easily jump in and interact with another player?
It's so easy to create a community. It makes Diablo more of a social experience.
We've got fully enabled crossplay.
If you have an Xbox and your buddy has a PC, you're going to be able to group up.
Just cool.
Couch co-op. Two people on a couch can sit there and have a great experience.
Is this going to become
We've created specific
exclusive to Xbox with the ongoing Blizzard bullshit?
You can start swinging away at people, but you're also opening yourself up to being swung at.
Oh, I missed what he said about PvP.
Really, really good. The game actually marks you as like a champion on the map. It's gonna become a loot pinata, and everyone wants to chase you down.
The last story mission is really the beginning of a whole different part of the journey.
Now you're set up for the end game, and that end game is rich with things to do that allow you to get more and more powerful.
Whether it's new items or new dungeons,
I'm gonna say
or new
grind.
paradigm boards, every single time you come back to play Diablo 4, there's going to be new stuff for you to experience.
And it's something that we're going to support for years to come.
I hope so. I mean, they supported Diablo 3 for a while.
Just to see millions of people really enjoying the different options.
Through the campaign,
local events,
couch co-op,
endgame,
PvP, it almost doesn't end.
Yeah, the PvP is what worries me. All hell breaks loose. I mean, for like this kind of isometric game, it looks, solid. I mean, the visuals, the gameplay elements, it looks like it could be a lot of fun. The loot grind is a bit and the linearity of, Sea of Thieves maybe, is what kind of pulled me out of Diablo 3. Is I got through it it took me a couple of breaks to get through the single player. I played with a couple friends, and it's just at that point I just kind of like, eh. Shit. What are you doing about that? Booty McBootface? That's funny.
To set sail as a pirate captain. That's why we really think that you should play this game. It is a game passive course. Oh, to set sail as a pirate captain. Adventure will come knocking on your door. Oh, to set sail as a pirate captain. And you'll be amazed at what we have in store. The choice is yours, whatever captain you may be. Whether that's cold looting, no stop shooting, robot racing, or embracing, everybody's welcome in this game. So come set sail as a pirate captain. Our time is almost up, so as we leave, if you want to be a pirate captain, come do it in season 7 to see your thieves.
That was clever. I like that. I'm mad I was talking over the beginning of it. Don't downvote me for that, but definitely yell at me in the comments. That was bad form on my behalf. That was clever. You shouldn't do that to clever stuff. Okay, this is very anime. Look at that pixel art all of a sudden just sitting out. Weird. Cuckoo combo? Echo? I don't know what that is. Look at this. Bizarre. I like it. It's got a vibe like Coraline and what was their other one? Kubo. I mean, it's this weird pixel art on it, but yeah. Ooh! Ridley? Oh, wow. Ravenlok. I should be taking notes. I'm not going to remember like any of the stuff at the end. I might have to pause it and then write it down and then post final thoughts. But I might not, just because it's going to be a long video anyway. So just take the thoughts as I drop them. Annapurna. Oh, Inside and Limbo. Limbo was ridiculous. And like how cool it was. Like cool, just amazing art style, gameplay. Ah. Ow, that was like ripped apart. Oh, did you see how that? Yes. Cocoon. Yes. Okay, that's absolutely one to really keep an eye on. I like that. I like that a lot. Boy, Tecmo. Let's say. Don't they normally do like Dynasty Warriors? Team Ninja.
I found you.
Ninja, goddamn. No, wait, wasn't this? Is it Neo? Neo? I think that's what this might be, a new Neo game, right? Look at that thing. Oh no, something completely new. Wolong, Fallen Dynasty. Boo. But don't know if that's something I would play, but it's very interesting. I mean, it looks a bit similar to things I've seen before. Atlas. What series do they do? RPG. What? I have no idea what this is. I was gonna say like Persona, but I'm like, no, this is not Persona. It is Persona. Is that an old one? Like, is this Persona 3? Okay. That's... yeah. Crazy. Oh, so that was 3. This is 4. Here's 5. This is Persona 5. This I feel like has a great blend of that 3D look as well as merging with the anime. I mean, and it just the artistic style of it is just a 5 is off the charts. It's one of those games where I won't play it, but I need to just sit and watch somebody play it. If anyone, you know, a good YouTuber to watch for the Persona 5, I'll post them down below and I'll check them out. I've seen it on sale a lot lately. I just don't know if I want to get into it. My wife might like it a lot.
Thank you, Phil.
Hideo Kojima. Well, they did say that they were working with him on something. It's been rumored for a while.
それが作れる日が来るのをずっと待っておりました。マイクロソフトの最先端クラウドテクノロジーと市場の変化によってその未知なる構想への挑戦がようやく可能となりました。少し時間はかかるかもしれませんがこれから、Xbox ゲームスタジオと提携し皆さんに喜んでいただけるニュースをお届けしていきたいと思います。ご期待ください。
They're just saying that they're working on something. It's gonna take so long for him to make that game. His stuff is crazy, just all over the place. Starfield, fucking finally! This is what I'm here for. Of course, it was gonna be last. The wonder is not that the field of stars is so vast, but that man has measured it. Anatole France, 1894. Just the title screen alone made me want this game, just because of the sci-fi space nature of it, and knowing Bethesda from Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Like, I'm on board for that, for the concept alone. There's the outpost. Sold date May 7th, 2330. Here comes a ship. The Moon of Ansalon. Well, that's like an interstellar camera angle. There's the ship. Okay, yeah. Come on, show me that camera shift.
According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
Yeah, I mean, how many worlds are going to be like this? And I wonder how big it is. Is that gravity? No, that's O2 and CO2. And maybe the day-night schedule. Okay, it's running away. Scoot, scoot. Don't want to kill you. Just might go about your business. The music's nice. It's big and orchestral, but out there. It's got, yeah. I'm a little disappointed it's this really barren world that we're seeing, but I mean, you see forests and snow. There's, you know, lots of Sony games have snow in them.
Of the Crimson Fleet are using the facility.
That's like what, a RC-90? Oh, you got jump jets. Okay. It looks a bit slow, a little, you know, slow moving, but you're in this big bulky suit. I would hope that they kind of move slow in their own right. Well, no, that's moving a little faster. Maybe you got a running move. We took damage. Grenade! Oh, shit. I mean, it's shootery. What do we... Shotgun. What? Oh, is that like the unlocking mechanic? What's that? Did you see that on the board? Some sort of monster? Uh-oh. Back up. All of a sudden, it looked like it almost went cel-shaded, didn't it?
After some initial encounters, you're invited to join Constellation, who, in the future the game is set in, are the last group of space explorers. To meet them, you'll head to the capital city of New Atlantis.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna see some more. That's cool. All of a sudden, it's like the art style seemed to change a little bit. Right? It almost seems like there's like a slight outline on things. I don't know. It's just me. I mean, that doesn't there. Still first person, though.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
Naturally.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there?
don't know. A lot.
Be everything we've been looking for. As to what they are, what they're building.
It's almost Andromeda-like.
You'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
So, you found something?
The new guy found it.
You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions?
Saw it. The visions. A little bit of jank in the faces.
Scattered across the galaxy. If we can find more, we can unlock their secrets.
Beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him.
Of course, the settled systems is full of groups with other priorities.
Naturally. Let's get back to combat.
Agree to work for UCC Steph. Together, we take down these cutthroat pirates.
We're not just here to shoot the bad guys. We're peacekeepers. We protect the people of the Free Star Collective.
When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, no one quits. The only way out
is death.
The path ahead may be dangerous.
Monsters!
We are not stopping.
Beasties.
Most Dusties don't even make it this far.
Because whatever lies at the end of this road will
Oh.
change humanity
Oh, that's a sight.
forever.
That gives you a look at the stories in Starfield. But ultimately, it's not our story, it's the story you create by who you are and the choices you make. And that starts with character creation. It's our most flexible yet.
Okay.
You can customize all the elements of how you look.
They look a bit weird. Proportions are a bit awkward.
You'll pick a background that gives you 3 starting skills.
Oh, that's a lot. Look at all those.
Says here you spend some time as a diplomat. Having a way with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with unique advantages and disadvantages.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's not just
Does
in
it-
how you can look, but in how your character plays and develops.
Do you behave differently based on some of those?
The skill system combines the best from our previous games, and you can unlock new skills as you level up, and then you rank those skills up by using them and completing challenges. And there's deep crafting systems, from running research projects with the resources you find, to crafting weapon mods needed to survive.
Big thing.
And you can build your own outposts.
Ah.
These act as a home away from home for survival and resource generation.
Yes.
You choose where and how to build each one, and you can hire characters you meet to keep it up and running.
Oh shit.
But
That's exciting.
that's not all. You can even build your own spaceships.
See, that's the stuff I was hoping for. Not really, I mean, building the ship is really cool, but the outposts.
And yes, you can completely customize the look and layout. There's loads of different modules, ship manufacturers, and more. I have to say, it's so cool. We just absolutely love this.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not just
That's
how the
very
ship
cool.
looks, it's how it performs, from engines to shields to weapon systems, because yes, you can fly it.
Thrusters boosted.
I like the sparks at the engines, just like the current rockets and such. Third person here. Third person there. Third person everywhere else. I figured you could see by the reticule that we were gonna have space combat. It would seem a bit awkward with the bulk of the ship, but it looks like they have some weight to the way they're moving. I like how it was breaking apart into the pieces. But that's the brilliance of it being the ships being modularly built like that, is you can break them apart when they get damaged if they build all their ships in a similar fashion. Yeah, see, this is what I was hoping for too. I saw it dock. Can you dock to like a disabled ship, board it?
We can't wait for all of you to experience the game. Thanks again for being with us today, and thanks for all the support you've given us over the decades, especially on this game. It's been an incredible journey for us making it, but we know that's really only the beginning. For it's when all of you play it that the real journey begins. And you may be wondering, just how big is this game? So we thought we'd take one last moment and show you. Let's take a look at one of our planets, Jemison. You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet. And it's not just this planet, it's all the planets in the system. From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life. And not just this system, but over 100 systems.
Shit.
Over 1,000 planets, all open for you to explore. We can't wait to see what you find.
That looks cool. The difference, you can see some of the architectural changes and things. Mars? Like the Mars rover. So is this like a game that you're gonna play like forever? Show us the logo again. Next year. Okay, that was the end with Starfield. So just real quick, yeah, Starfield looked fantastic. There was just a little oddity to it that was a bit weird with some of the face and how like the visual style seemed a bit quirky. I don't know. It's like it looked one way on the planet, and then when it went to a brighter landscape, it kind of almost had a different style to it. But it could have just been me, my screen, and all that. But it definitely is the game of this, one of the top games of this whole thing. And I really, really want to play it. I hope there's the third person option for it, and they just didn't show it. All the Bethesda games have more or less had third-party games in their RPGs like that, so I think that'll have it too. And even if it doesn't, I still will probably get it, just because all the things they have between making the outpost, which I was hoping the game would have something like that, where you can plant an outpost and grow it, and it does. And then building your own ship is just like icing on the cake, and the space travel and such. I wonder how much of it if it's going to entail, like, you can only go so far outside of the atmosphere before it's like you need to jump to another planet, but yeah, we'll see. Either way. I mean, looking real quick at the rest of this list of things that they showed, I like how they got Callisto Protocol in there, even though it wasn't shown. Scorn, that's something I want to keep an eye on, because that just the art style, the HR Giger look of it, I'm very curious to see what that's going to be like. If it's comes out being around the same time as Callisto, I'm based on certain feedback, I'd probably lean towards Scorn more so than Callisto. Dead Space, and that's the thing too. Dead Space remake I think is next year, so that's obviously going to take it over either of those. Yeah, I think one of the overall games that I thought was like really, really cool besides Starfield was this Cocoon game coming out from the Inside and Limbo team. That one is like right there underneath Starfield, is something that's the most interesting that I really want to play. I'm really curious about Forza Motorsport and how that is going to interact, if it can be played like cross-play and all that, PC and Xbox, if I can still use the wheel that I currently have and that'll work with it. But you know, there's things with racing games that I love and there's things that I really, really hate. So generally Forza hits all the things that I love with a few things that really drive me up a wall. So that said, I think Starfield, Cocoon, and Forza are definitely the highlights that I've seen here. Hopefully Overwatch 2 is good. Pentiment looked interesting. The Last Case of Benedict Fox, that looked pretty. That's another one like top 5 of this set. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Post in the comments below what your favorite game is that they showed off today. And you all have a good night, good morning, good afternoon. God bless, all that. Later.